are different types of rich people, including celebrities who gain wealth through their talents like the Kardashians, Beyonce, and Cristiano Ronaldo. Then you got the hustlers like Bezos, Gates, and Musk, who utilize technology and hard work to earn their fortunes. And there are the Walton, Mars, and Koch, who accumulated wealth through family businesses and investments. But then there's the Rothschilds, the richest family on the planet. They're on a whole nother level. Nobody even comes close to their stacks. They got so much cash that it got conspiracy theorists going wild, saying they run the whole damn world. But before we get to know them, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and don't forget to ring that bell. You dig? We got some dope videos coming at you and you don't want to miss out. You may not believe it, but them Rothschilds ain't always living that high life with all that bling and cash. Back in the day, they were living in the Jewish ghetto of Frankfurt, Germany, where they had a crib with a red shield symbol above the door, which gave them their last name with the old spelling and all. Fast forward a few years, and Mayer Amschel Rothschild gets a gig managing finances for some prince named Wilhelm of Hesse. And when that dude takes over as king, he gives Mayer the title of court Jew. Now, I know that sounds kind of messed up by today's standards, but back then, being a court Jew was like a high honor for a Jewish person in a European country ruled by Catholics. Rich folks needed someone to manage their money, but the Bible said you couldn't make a profit from lending money, so they needed a Jewish person to do it for them without getting on God's bad side. And the Rothschilds, like many other Jews, saw this as their chance to get filthy rich. With the cash he made, Mayer hustled and opened up a bank real quick. He even sent his boy Nathan across the pond to London. That move helped Mayer move Wilhelm's cash to London during the Napoleonic Wars, and he even helped bankroll the Brits in their fight. After the wars, Mayer's other sons got in the game and opened up banks in Paris, Naples, and Vienna. They mostly helped out fancy aristocrats when they were strapped for cash. They loaned out massive stacks of money to countries where they had financial pull, and in return, they got some serious interest during times of war or when whole nations were about to go bankrupt. Turns out, the Rothschilds were funding and making cash off every single war in Europe back in the day. And let me tell you, they weren't picky. They were financing both sides of the conflict, causing destruction and misery like it ain't no thing. Now, it may sound unethical, but that's smart thinking, and you can't deny the facts. Today, the Rothschilds got more dough than you can count, with rumors swirling that they own like 500 trillion in cash money. But come on, that's straight up ridiculous. The world's total cash flow is around 1 to 2 quadrillion. So if these guys really do own a quarter to half of all that, that would be insane. Some sources out there saying the top dog family got $500 trillion in their pockets. But that ain't just hard to believe, it's impossible. The whole world's got like 1 or 2 quadrillion dollars, so for one fam to control a quarter to half of that, that's cray-cray, son. Most peeps think they got like 500 billion to $1 trillion, which is still way more than that boy Elon Musk. They got their cash from banks, but they're also into mining, transport, real estate, art, and stocks. They even got a little piece of the Suez Canal. Some say they got 30 shares in all the big banks worldwide. But who knows if that's true? Either way, the Rothschilds ain't going broke anytime soon. They keep their lives on the low, and it's hard to know what they really got going on. But every now and then, we get a sneak peek of the crazy life they living behind closed doors. Unlike most pop stars out there, the Rothschilds don't blow their money on flashy stuff that doesn't bring any value. Nah, cause when they buy something, they got one goal in mind: to bring in more cash over time. They got a dope collection of art, and they are one of the biggest supporters of art museums worldwide. They even donated some fancy Lycurgus cups worth 40 grand to the British Museum, among other things. But yo, during the Nazi occupation of France, the haters took like 3,500 pieces of art from the Rothschilds' estates. Even Hitler himself came to snatch up some of their prized possessions. After the war, most of the art got returned, but some of it is still missing to this day. The Rothschilds might just be the biggest players in the gold game. They ain't just got the actual gold bars, but they also own shares in gold mines too. But they ain't like those flashy kids of narco bosses with gold cars and AKs. What they got are gold bars, tons and tons of them. Just recently, Jacob Rothschild traded in a crazy amount of British pounds and USD for gold, which got financial experts worried about the economies in the West. Right now, about 8% of Jacob's wealth is in gold. The Rothschilds got mad property all over the world, from the US to Israel. They got mansions, estates, chateaus, and villas that could make any royal family jealous. And they ain't just regular cribs either. We talking about 13 baller mansions in Buckinghamshire alone, each one worth at least 10 mil. But the crown jewel of their collection gotta be Waddesdon Manor. That country house is open to the public, and over 450,000 people go there just to catch a glimpse of how the Rothschilds live. That's some real high-class lifestyle right there. This crazy rich fam got like $25 billion worth of real estate all around the globe. They even sold a piece of land as big as Manhattan in Austria for $112 million, just like that. But let's keep it real. Not all of their purchases are smart investments. Take Nat Rothschild, for example. Homeboy copped a super yacht called Planet 9 worth over 100 mil. Damn. That joint can fit 16 guests and 26 crew members and can hit up to 16 knots with its 2 Caterpillar engines. And get this, it even has a helipad for guests to come and go as they please. Nat ain't stopping there though. He also got himself a deluxe private jet that cost him over 60 mil. The Bombardier Global 6000 is one of the priciest planes out there and can seat up to 14 passengers in a mad luxurious way. But Nat's spending is nothing compared to his great-granduncles who went all out with his extravagant purchases. Walter Rothschild had a serious love for animals, especially rare ones. He spent mad cash money buying all sorts of crazy creatures like a massive tortoise, a ton of birds, and even zebras. This rich dude was so out there that he even taught 3 of his zebras how to pull his ride around London. Walter's collection of specimens was the biggest in the whole world, and he even sold his flybird collection to the American Museum of Natural History in New York when he got old. When he passed on, the rest of his unbelievable collection was donated to the Natural History Museum. The Rothschilds have been stirring up some serious conspiracy theories since way back in the 18th century. Their baller status got haters spitting anti-Semitic myths about how Jews run the whole damn planet, all because of their insane wealth. The Rothschilds got tied up with all sorts of crazy conspiracy theories like the Illuminati, the New World Order, and even 5-dimensional lizards controlling everything. But for real, the Rothschilds are just a massive crew of rich folks who ain't trying to be in the public eye. They're living that high life in private. All right, that's everything we know about this colossally rich fam. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.